Hey guys, and welcome to No Bullshit. I'm your bullshit detector, Becca Lori Hector. This is your weekly Matrix moment. Okay guys, here we are on No Bullshit, which is now sort of a blended version of Becca's Backyard if you used to watch that. Kind of the new stuff that I'm doing. So what I want to be doing on No Bullshit is sharing with you guys my truth. Right, the behind the scenes of my life, how it is that I got to some of these thought processes, and why it is that people keep asking for my advice. And so I can share that with you kind of as I'm walking through it, and I'm trying to give you little lessons along the way in the other two shows. So here we are, no bullshit, right? It is an overcasty, kind of dark, chilly Sunday today. I know spring is on the way, so I'm excited because all the snow is pretty much gone. We're not getting like little sprinkles in the morning and stuff so much anymore, which means a couple of things for me, which is exciting. One is that my fence. We get to put a fence in finally. The ground is unfrozen, so we can put a fence in so we don't have to necessarily go out with the dogs when they want to go out, or they can stay out when we want to come in. It's something that I've been really looking forward to, so I'm excited for that. We get started on that, but I wanted to use today to kind of give you some updates on like my end of life, right? You know, I talked a lot for a couple weeks ago, you know, when I started No Bullshit, right? That was the reason for starting No Bullshit, because I lost my job and all that stuff. So I want to give you kind of a job update. So here's how we're going. Last week I had an interview for a job that I really want this job, like a lot. And the interview, I think, went really well. I got a call this weekend, an email rather, saying, hey, will you come in for the second interview with the executive director? So I'm excited about that. I'm hoping it's good news. I had another interview last week also with a place I wasn't so excited about. I noticed something. I took note of it. I was annoyed during the job interview. I was a little bit just cranky and wanting it to be over. I thought the questions were odd, things like that. I just didn't get a good vibe, and I wasn't at all excited about it. Meanwhile, the interview that I went on for the job that I really want, I didn't even notice how long I was there, and apparently I was there for 2 hours. I felt like I belonged in the environment. The schedule is not something that I would have thought was ideal, but when we discussed it, it sort of was like, oh, but for this job, it's worth it. And so there's not many jobs I've had in my life where that's what I would say, and I'm excited to go for the second interview. So universe and all you guys out there, all 90 of you that subscribe, could you just send, all good vibes or whatever on Tuesday for me when I go for my second interview. I hope to have a good update for you guys on that for next No Bullshit. So that's one thing that's going on. The other thing is that I'm really kind of I have seasonal depression, which I've talked about before, so I'm really like, come on, sunshine. I really want to be recording this outside for you guys. I want to be able to move out there and get my required sunshine while also sharing with you guys what's going on in my life. And get out hiking, and I don't know, I don't want to hide inside anymore. I'm over winter hibernation, I guess. I want to get out there. Let's see. So that's what's going on with that. What else? Oh, I know what I wanted to share with you guys. So whether you know or don't know, I'm like completely tattooed. I have tattoos all over the place. Not as many as I'd like, but I'll get there, I'm sure. But I do have a bunch of tattoos. So what I usually do is, so coming up for me is my birthday. It's in the next month. I usually get myself for my birthday and for Christmas, I usually get myself a tattoo, or I save up for the whole year for one really big one. And this year I did one for Christmas, which, shout out to you, Alicia Rice Tattoo here in Denver. She's at Think Tank Tattoos. She did my Ghost Cat Mountain for me, and so that's what I did. But this is my birthday coming up, and because of our financial situation, actually it's my birthday in April and Antonio's in May, and because of our current finances, we've sort of decided, whatever, without birthday presents here, we bought a house. Happy birthday, which is a bigger birthday present. But I also realized that I'm not going to be able to get a tattoo this year, and that's kind of okay because I don't really know what I want. And kind of in that whole thinking process and kind of going through that, I was like, but I do want something. I do want to do something. I'm feeling a little whatever. And so for me, the next go-to is hair. So what I'm up to for the next week is, I don't know if you can see that I'm already trying to wash out some of the red. It sort of faded a little bit. I am majorly washing and stripping my hair this week because I'm going on Friday to change color. And I'm not telling you guys what color I'm getting. You'll have to tune in next Sunday to see what color I end up with. And so that's kind of a fun, exciting thing for me. And I'm feeling all this little I don't know how to talk about it. It's like a little fiery, sparky stuff that's starting to come back. I'm starting to feel excited again about life, about the future, about what I want to do. And it's coming at a particularly interesting time, I think, but also a good time. So as you know, I've been talking a lot about kind of leaving the community or the autism community and looking out into the bigger world, about being bigger and what else I can do out. And so this job that I'm excited about is not in autism world, and that's probably why I'm so excited about it. And then as we're sitting here on the cusp of April, and I was trying to figure out if this is the last Sunday, but I don't think it is. We have one more Sunday before April, and we can really talk about that next week. But I'm not looking forward to Autism April. I don't like it. We just recorded a podcast, so if you listen to Spectrumly Speaking, tomorrow's episode that comes out, I think it's 62 or something, is going to be Kate and I talking all about Autism Awareness Month. Or Autism Acceptance Month, or Autism Whatever Month. I can't stand it already. I don't like how our community behaves during this month. I don't like the money situation that it's all about. I don't like the way it functions. I hate the fear-mongering. I hate the stigma. I hate the myths that fly around. And I just hate the whole thing. I really do. I hate the color wars, blue, red, purple, whatever. I hate the whole situation. It's exhausting to me, and I know that many of the other advocates that I'm friends with feel the same way. So I've been thinking that's really crappy. I mean, here it is, our month and everything, and I'm not looking forward to it. None of us are. And I think it's because it's a not action-oriented month. It's not exciting. Nothing good happens. It's like all that gets dredged up, or all the fights that we're all in the middle of having, or all the confusion about what's right and wrong and the science. And that's what we end up focusing on. But what I'd love for it to be is to be Autism Pride Month. That would be awesome. I saw, I can't remember what it was. I'll have to come back to you guys on that. But somebody else had another good idea for another A word. I would like Autism Action Month even. Something that makes us feel like when we get out of this month where we've done something, or we have an action or a theme or something to push ourselves for the next year. So when the next April rolls around, we can check our progress and how far we got, which is something we also don't check. So I hope you guys will listen to that podcast. So I'm not looking forward to that part of April, right? And the other piece is that my birthday is in April, which I just mentioned. And I hate my birthday. I hate my birthday because it's filled with memories of trauma for me as a kid. My birthday always meant things that I didn't like. Parties, loud noises, balloons, food, strangers at my house, and sometimes it meant surprises, and I'm not a big fan of those either. And then, as I got older, it was sort of loaded with, will my dad remember my birthday this month, or will his wife send the card? Or who's going to think of me and understand me on this birthday, the day that's supposed to be mine? It was a lot of pressure. So I don't do birthdays anymore. I stopped doing them. I just do, I use it as a marker. I use it as a time to remember where I'm at, where I was, where I want to go. kind of I do something special for myself, which, as I mentioned already, is usually a tattoo. So that's kind of what I've got on deck, kind of looking at in April, and going to be doing some events for autism that I got called in for, but not many. I said a no to a lot of things this month. I'm really trying to step back and be true to myself and know that it's not the only community for me, and I don't have to be a one community person, and that there's a lot more to me than just that. So I guess I'm not really calling bullshit on a lot this week. I'm basically just downloading on you guys a whole bunch of stuff, sharing with you where I'm at in my bullshit, and kind of I'm just trucking along. I'm hoping for some energy shifts. I'm hoping that all of these little things that I've been building and working on in this interim period while I'm looking for work, and I'm also looking for my place in the world. It was interesting. It's sort of a time where I looked back and I realized that if I could go back and think about the goal before this goal, right? Before it became a main push to get out of the city, get into the mountains, before it became a realistic goal. The goal before that was, to have that and to live a really simple life. And being an advocate makes my life complicated, and it might be a little too complicated for me. And so I'm hoping that this job works out and I can sort of gear myself towards a more simple life. I mean, the whole reason for wanting the mountain house and to get out of the city and to just to move up into the mountains and be with my animals is because it's a simple life and it's what I want, right? And so chasing this dragon, chasing this really, otherwise, an advocate life is awfully corporate. So I consider it a corporate life, and I don't want it anymore. So yeah, I'll update you guys with all of that stuff. Next Sunday, you'll see the new hair. I'll hopefully know more about the job. And we can talk on next Sunday a little bit more, I guess, about Autism April if we must. But we'll see. I'm sure I'll have bullshit to call about Autism April. That's for shit sure. But I guess that's it for this week. So if you want to catch me again, make sure you subscribe. First of all, you'll see a crazy little me and Walter head that'll float around. That's our subscribe button, so you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And you'll catch all of my videos. I do them 3 days a week. I do them on Wednesdays. I give you a truth nugget midweek. I kind of let you know this is my truth of the week, my little tidbit of truth. And that's a safe for work one, so you can listen to that wherever. And then on Fridays, I do the F word, which is a great little show where we talk about the words in our life and whether or not those words mean what we think they mean, where they fit in our life, and are they helping us to live a life that we want to live, right? So you got those 3 shows, Wednesday, Friday, and then of course this one on Sunday. So it's No Bullshit Sundays with me, Becca Lori Hector, your BS detector. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.